Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm super excited to introduce you, if you have not been introduced already, to our Rawceuticals collection. It's our newest range from emergenC skincare, and it is truly amazing. It's unique to our market. It's a huge top seller and the ultimate favorite in a lot of our spa partners. And I'm just so excited to introduce it to you and let you know all the amazing facts about it, and can't wait for you guys to try it. But I do feel like it's very important to go over our brand culture, who we are, because there's amazing products everywhere, but we're a very unique company and vendor, and everything that we do is a little bit different. And I just feel like it's very important to get to know us on that level as well. But we're all about constant emerging, always growing, always being connected, and being a positive force in this world. And boy, does everyone need that more these days. We are also the very first in our industry to plant trees. So since 2006, we've been partnered through the John Denver Plant It 2020 organization. We have to update this number, but we are definitely on track this year to hit our 1 million tree mark, which is very exciting. We've done projects in Madagascar, Nepal, Poland, and more keeps happening, which is awesome. So we're definitely creating meaning that way. We're creating jobs and food for people and so much more. We incorporate a lot of fair trade organic ingredients. We're also the first in our industry to have a bee program where we give out complimentary clay and compost milkweed seeds that your guests can take home with them and make a difference in their own community. Our office is in Brooklyn. We're ran off of 100% wind power. And our labs are also located here in the US, and they're approximately ran off of about 80% wind power. We have grow your own organic non-GMO veggie seeds, and we just keep doing what we do to be as sustainable as possible, and just to overall spread the awareness of being sustainable and being mindful. I'm super excited to let you know that we are on track still to becoming 100% plastic free by 2022. We started this transition about 1.5 years ago, where you'll notice our cleansers and toner bottles in our signature range are 100% compostable, made from sugarcane resin. We have biodegradable caps. All of our boxes are FSC certified. And this range, the Rawceuticals, actually won the Best Innovative Product Award through LNE in France. So super excited about that. That's a huge accomplishment, because you know how it is for the French to recognize a US brand. That's kind of a big deal. So we're pretty excited about that. Anyways, that's who we are. We're the pioneers and leaders in sustainability within our industry. We're located in Brooklyn. Ian Learman is our amazing founder and CEO. He's very hands-on. But so yeah, the Rawceuticals, it's unique to our market because it's made in small batches. It's cold pressed, which means that it's very much in the raw state. It's not heated over 120 degrees Fahrenheit, which makes sure that it keeps and locks and holds all that nutrient value without actually altering the actual health state of the seed and the extract that is cold pressed. So that means is that you're getting the most antioxidants, the most nutrients, the most vitamins. So you're going to get skin that is completely hydrated, nourished, and protected. What makes this cosmeceutical is our ingredient that can be found in these products called the Phyto-V Defense Urban Shield Polymer. This is very unique to our market as well. So you can totally take this whole collection of universal products. So you can use it for all skin types. You can be flexible and recommend and prescribe the perfect product for a certain person. But all in all, what it's really going to do is not just help with anti-aging concerns or hydration, or dehydrated skin, uneven skin tone, but what it's also doing for everyone is it's going to give you that layer of protection, that shielded protection against the environmental aggressors, pollution, all the nanoparticles in the air that can be a huge factor in premature aging. So starting with our clean, And I'm just going to quickly go over some of the highlights, features, actions, and benefits of the products. I know that our time is very limited and we have some really fun cold press juicing stuff to go over later on. But this is a huge top seller, clean cleanser. It's an anhydrous cleanser, which means oil, which is huge. It's trending. A lot of people really love using an oil cleanser because it really helps to balance out that moisture. It really helps keeping the overall balance in the skin, and also oil removes oil, dirt, makeup, and excess debris. So it's wonderful, especially for the Rocky Mountain region. The temperature is dropping, it's dry, the altitude is high, so this cleanser is absolutely incredible. It is definitely a #1 seller, can be also used not only as a cleanser, but you can use it as a leave-on nighttime oil as well. And in the back bar, the estheticians can definitely use it as a facial massage oil. So everyone loves a good multi-purpose use product, and there's actually a few of our products in this collection that can be just that. So it's excellent to remove excess sebum, dirt, oil, helps to really help dissolve the impurities that are trapped and clogged in your pores. It's wonderful for oily and breakout prone skin as well as those who don't typically get the breakouts but are now finding some breakout surfacing due to constantly wearing masks. So it's a great balancer for that. It's wonderful for all skin types, can be used morning and night. This Boreal tonic is so unique. It is a nice, refreshing, gentle, perfectly balanced mist that you use as a toner. You can also use this as a mineral makeup setter or just a daily, skin quench hydrator throughout the day. Around 2-3 p.m. you're like, man, I need some coffee or some tea. You can just quickly give yourself a spritz and you immediately just feel just a little bit perked up and awake. It's super refreshing and nice. It is scented very uniquely. Some people first get the notes of anise or black licorice, but that's actually not the case. It's a blend of cold pressed basil as well as our borderline hydro complex, which is a blend of cold pressed tree bark extracts from red maple, black spruce, and jack pine. So you get that earthy notes to it. It's cooling right on contact. It's remineralizing. It protects. It tones the skin. It really helps to combat any irritation from the different environmental aggressors. So it's the perfect toner for just kind of everything, which is wonderful. Men love it, women love it as well. It's just a perfect, refreshing, hydrating, cooling toner. And I think this one's Holly's favorite, mine too. This is such a unique exfoliating mask treatment. You can use it also 2 different ways. You can use it as a gentle facial polish buff scrub. Just take a little bit, work into gentle circular motions in your skin and then rinse. Or you can put on a very thin layer, just like a mask, let it dry about 10 to 12 minutes, and then you can do your gommage removal technique by just keeping your skin taut, rubbing it in circular quick motions, and then it'll crumble off. The cool thing for those estheticians out there is once you do that, where it turns into a gommage and it crumbles off, you'll notice that the color changes a little bit darker gray, and that's because it has all your dead skin cells in it. So you get that perfectly just clean, pure, refreshed, resurfaced tone and texture, ready for the next treatment to be used, such as maybe a serum or a mask, in the facial, so you get a better absorption rate that way. But what you're going to be feeling, the texture is actually volcanic rock that is perfectly spherically rounded, so it's not going to cause any micro tears in your pores. It's called pumice. So it's super nice. It feels great. Men love this one as well. It does also incorporate our eco-friendly boreal forest concentrate, that borderline hydra, which increases overall hydration from inside and out, helps to rapidly remove dead skin cells. So it takes that dull tired complexion, the dryness, whether you have some peeling, flakiness, and it just completely transforms your complexion. There's avocado as well to counteract any dryness that can happen with the pharmaceutical grade of the kaolin clay, which is at 10%. And of course, the cold pressed red raspberry seed. The Salvation Serum, this name says it all. This is one of our newest additions. It smells beautiful. It smells like a field of botanical wildflowers. It's like Aveda times 10, but a lot cleaner. And it just feels incredible. It just absorbs beautifully. Two things. It actually will instantly give you an instant lifting benefit to the skin. It also works on the deeper layers as well over time to basically communicate with your stem cells and your growth factors to produce more fibroblasts, which is overall connected to your collagen and your elastin. So that's with the orchid stem cells. We use moss extract as well, this is great. So the orchid stem cells basically really target the concerns of aging gracefully, of course. And the moss extract really helps the overall decrease of the transepidermal water loss, which everyone needs, especially in your area. And overall, it just brings out that more even tone. It's less blotchy. It significantly decreases the redness. It really helps breakouts and overall sebum balance. So moss extract and orchid stem cells are pretty wonderful in this. Let me go back. The Salvation Serum. So what's great is a little bit goes a long ways. You don't even need one full pump. And you just put it on, it absorbs, and then your skin will be feeling just silky and smooth like velvet. It's really nice. Alrighty. The blend, I always say that this is the moisturizer that everyone's been searching high and low for when it comes to a rich, heavy but lightweight moisturizer that gives you the full protection. I promise you that it will fully penetrate and absorb to a non-greasy or oily finish. It's nice because it melts right on contact with your body temperature, so it just blends beautifully. It's excellent for protecting your skin against the environmental aggressors. That also includes extreme weather, sun damage, and cold and hot air. We have virgin cocoa, black cumin, cold pressed hemp seed oil, chia, and tomato seed in this one. It is lovely. I also love to use this on dry cuticles, dry elbows. If you have any cuts or bruises, it really helps the overall healing process as well. And then the raw facial oil.
Before you move on, can I ask you, well, there's a couple things. One, I will comment on the previous product. Awesome for skiing.
The blend, yeah.
Protecting against skin and that kind of thing. So I personally love it for that, and it's great underneath, an SPF for that purpose. John did ask a question, diverting back even further to your Salvation Serum. Can you elaborate on the stem cells?
Yeah, so stem cells are one of my favorite ingredients in skincare. If you get more into the pharmaceutical grade of skincare, you'll see a lot of like human stem cells, but then more cosmeceutical brands, they're using a lot of botanical stem cells. Well, we stick with the botanical stem cells. Both are great. Both are very, very effective. They work very differently, but botanical stem cells are able to send those specific signals to our fibroblasts and to our growth factors that tend to decrease over time, as we age, that lovely word age that everyone tries to, avoid if they can. But, it just happens over time, and we decrease our growth factors, which is basically what is in charge of stimulating your collagen and elastin down to your fibroblasts. So different botanicals have different ways to send those cellular communications, almost just like a peptide, right? And so different botanicals work in different ways. And so they're structured differently, whether they're a different compound or amino acid or just a specific signaler. And so the orchid stem cell that we use, not only is it able to very effectively, stimulate and trigger that stimulation of collagen and elastin, but it's also a very eco-friendly choice as well, because orchids use less water, less energy, and overall manufacturing, less soil, right? So we definitely took that more eco-friendly approach on that when we're working with our botanical stem cells. But all in all, their job is to repair, strengthen, and renew our epithelial skin cells. So once we finally get that new layer of skin on the top, which also decreases over time, right? When we're a little bit on the younger side, it's an average of 28 days. We get that new layer of skin. And that's why you don't see wrinkles or fine lines. You don't see typically a lot of pigmentation issues on the younger generation of skin. As we age, all that type of stuff slows down, and that new layer of skin, that differentiation process, that, depending on a few different factors, about 56 days or so. So I'm sorry, but everything that you've done in your earlier years does tend to surface at some time. So it is all, it's all in a one circle. It's internal, external. You have all these different factors that play a role in it. But the average, cycle of that, it's all about stimulating and supplementing what we're losing over time. I hope that answered okay.
Thank you for that. That's great.
Yeah. The raw facial oil. This is a beautiful, unique CBD infused oil for all skin types. It smells absolutely divine. It's earthy. It's harmonizing. It just brings out your overall radiance. It helps to improve circulation, so that really aids in that blood flow circulation, which gives you more of that youthful, radiant glow. We love to use this in the back bar coupled with the gua sha stone or a jade roller, because that really, really helps to increase even more circulation. But it not only hydrates, but it also moisturizes. It calms and soothes any irritation. It's beautiful. It has neroli oil, it has sunflower seed, marula, hemp seed, and CBD. So you get that full broad spectrum there. This one, the Eye and Lip Craft, everyone, of course, as mentioned, loves a good dual purpose product. I do recommend using this for a nighttime eye treatment, just because it's so rich and it can take a little bit longer to fully absorb. So at nighttime, when your body's at rest, just let this take its time, absorb. You'll wake up in the morning and it's just going to be super supple, hydrated. It helps to brighten the under eyes too. So if your concerns are dark circles, with the cold pressed carrot seed oil, it really helps to just infuse more of that beta carotene and vitamin A in there, just to really get that blood flow going. And then by day, you can use it as a beautiful, perfect lip treatment. It makes your lips super hydrated, it's silky. It also protects against the environmental aggressors as well. So it's wonderful. It smells like an expensive truffle. It is wonderful. And then John has another question here. Do you look to add CBD into more skincare, cleanser, mask, moisturizer? What do you mean by that? Like, can you add CBD?
I'm looking to see if you're potentially looking to put CBD into a cleanser, into your moisturizer, into a mask. I love the individual products that are coming out with that, but I haven't really seen much of a line where it's in multiple items. It's typically in a standalone item.
Right. So we use a lot of cold pressed hemp seed oil, which is very much different than CBD. So we do use the hemp seed oil in mostly all of our products in this way. But when it comes to CBD, that is much different, where hemp seed oil has a ton of different benefits. It's super rich in linoleic acid. It's your internal UV protector as well. Super rich antioxidants. But when it comes to CBD, that is a little bit more expensive, as we all know, and it's a little bit more specialized. So we chose just to keep it in our raw facial oil, just so it's extra special, a little bit more unique. And I'm sure there are brands out there that you can add your own CBD out of a dropper into any product that you wish. So I'm not sure who's doing that, but I think that could be a good idea. But I do think that CBD is a great ingredient and wonderfully used, and I'm so excited for there to be more CBD options. And we are coming out with a new CBD full body oil that's raw as well. So stay tuned for that. And the raw cloth. When this first came out, I mean, it's a cloth. I was excited, but it's a cloth. But once I started using it, I was like, whoa, this is like the holy grail of all washcloths. I don't even use a regular washcloth anymore. It's all about the raw cloth for me. Not only is it super eco-friendly, but we're using it in a way that is a way to give back to our environment. Also to be a pretty good investment for you, because your traditional washcloth, which is usually 100% cotton, it's going to absorb a lot of your product. This one, seeing that it's made from 100% wood fibers, which makes it bacteria-free, but you get the full rinsability. So you get all the product that you use back onto your face. It's not really going down the drain or just absorbed in the cloth itself. You get 2 cloths in here. They will get really soft when you first use it. So when you take it out of the box at first, you're probably going to be like, man, this is really rough. Why would I put this on my face? Don't worry. As soon as you put water on it, it'll just continue to get softer and softer. And once you're done, you can use it over 1,000 times. Just toss it in the compost and it'll just naturally break down and do its thing. So it's wonderful because it does rinse bacteria-free at 99.9%, which is excellent for those who are struggling with breakouts, whether it's hormonally induced breakouts. If you're younger, you're going through the whole teenage breakout situation, or caused by masks or stress, whatever it is, this mask or this cloth is amazing. It also is woven perfectly, where you get a nice little added gentle exfoliation as well. And our body bar. So this is a really nice body bar that you use to cleanse your body from the décolleté down. It's really nice because there's so many bar soaps that I've used that you can feel that resin, whether it's like either dry or like sticky and you can't get it off. This one is not like that at all. It just nourishes and conditions your skin. It's anti-aging. There's no harsh surfactants or anything that'll strip your natural oils from your skin. So it's very replenishing. Again, it's also with cold pressed hemp seed oil. There's lemongrass. It's just really nice and it just smells beautiful. Your skin just feels super hydrated when you get out of the shower. There's nothing better than that feeling, and nothing worse than feeling like a raisin, Alrighty, do you guys have any questions about the Rawceuticals? We are adding new products in the future as we continue to emerge, and so stay tuned for that. But we launched that collection about 2.5, 3 years ago, and it's just one of my favorites. It's beautiful. Alrighty, thanks, John. All right, so we all know that this has been a very challenging time, and I'm all about wellness, and I try to eat as much organic foods as possible. And seeing that COVID-19 has given me the opportunity to slow down and get my balance back. I'm sure that, well, Holly knows, I used to be on the road like almost every single week. I've been a senior account manager and educator with emerginC for 5.5, well, probably a little over 5 years. And before that, I was doing the same type of job with a different brand. So, 8 years in total. And I was just constantly on the road, catching early flights, getting home late. My sleep schedule was so wonky, and I really started to feel, towards before COVID hit, I was really starting to feel pretty run down. Like I didn't have balance, like I didn't have much of a life outside of doing what I love, which I didn't ever think of my career as a job ever, because right, I love what I do so much. So you never have to work a day in your life. I'm sure you've all heard that. But over time, if you don't take the time to stop and breathe and get your balance and do all the things healthy and focus on wellness, then it can start to get a hold of you. So I thought it'd be fun, since we're on the topic of being into cold pressed and everything with cold pressed skincare, the importance of cold pressed juicing. So here's my special recipe for my shot that I create. And I did this for 2 weeks straight. But I kind of stopped and went with it. I don't do it every day anymore, but I do it maybe a few times a week, just because I've already did this whole experiment and it was amazing. But it's something really easy. You can do this with a juicer. I have one of the Ravel juicers, which it doesn't, the actual motor doesn't heat over 119 degrees. So kind of the same concept with our cold pressed Rawceuticals, how it really retains and locks and hold all the nutrients. So here's what I made. So this is just 4 servings. You can increase the amounts on this and make a whole big like a larger batch and then freeze it, or make ice cubes and use those ice cubes and add it to your smoothies or whatever. But you basically just take lemons, fresh ginger root. You can use raw turmeric or just the powdered turmeric and the powdered cayenne pepper. If you're feeling even more adventurous, you can drop a few drops of the oil of oregano. I personally love to add some oranges in there. You can also add some drops of black pepper oil. And yeah, so you just basically juice the ginger and the turmeric first, and then you slice and peel the lemons, add the lemons through the juicer, pour it in a cup, and then add your cayenne mix and any other optional oils that you would like. And overall, what I found is after 2 weeks of doing this twice a day, morning and night, I felt like my overall body was just back to balance, and my mental clarity was just crystal clear. I had natural energy more than before. I also am a 1 to 2 cup of coffee drinker every day. And, it really made me realize that I don't need coffee. This is my coffee in the morning, and I never thought I'd ever say that because I'm from Seattle. But yeah, overall, the overall focus and clarity and the natural buzzing energy after the shot, it's a really good thing to have. And with just only about 43 calories per serving, it takes 5 minutes. Depending on the juicer, it can take a bit longer to clean out, but yeah, I just thought I would share this for you guys. It's something that helped me just get my mind right back to where it needs to be and get my balance again. And there's nothing better than feeling great. So hopefully you guys can take some stuff with this or get really creative and do your own juices. I've done other juicing where I've done lots of kale and carrots and ginger and apple and beets. So I do get pretty adventurous with my juice concoctions, which is always fun. But yeah, I just thought that you guys could take something from this and make it yours and just continue to be healthier. And there's just so many benefits to all of this where it's been clinically proven where it can help reduce inflammation, it increases blood flow, improves digestion, your lymphatic flow is going to be going more, helps to eliminate toxins, heavy metals. It also will help to fight the flu and common colds, maybe help heal COVID a little bit more. We're not sure, but when you feel better, I feel like your body is stronger. So all that stuff can be a huge benefit to everyone. So maybe you're serving these at your spa if you partnered with a local juicery, or you have it at your house. But I just thought I would share because it's great. But yeah, short and sweet today.
That was awesome. You know
Thank
how
you.
much You know, we all love you, and you know, emergency is a triple threat. You know, they have 3 really great lines, and we've been so fortunate to partner with all of you, and with your brand, and be able to feature all 3. I look forward to sort of revisiting that again in this upcoming year. Does anyone have any additional questions or comments aside from me? Because personally, I could talk about Rawceuticals all day long.
Yeah.
I am a massive fan, and I'm a big fan of a lot of products. I mean, I think in this industry, we're just inundated with so many different, really great, you know, really great products. It's a very competitive market, skincare in particular. But there's just something about this Rawceuticals that, you know, as soon as it came out, I certainly wanted to partner with it, and I did in my spa. And it was very successful. We had a lot of fun with it, and you know, it's just incredible. I love all the double duty. I mean, really, everything. I was like, oh, that's my favorite. Oh, that's my favorite. Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
No, it's really that's not my favorite. I couldn't make up my mind, but
I know, it's so good.
it's so good. So does anyone have any comments?
Hey, Brooke.
Questions?
Hi.
Beautiful blue skies in Montana.
Wait, what? What'd you say
I
about?
see some beautiful blue skies in Montana today.
And
Wait, that's not Montana.
it's not Montana. and I forgot that I was on a different time zone, so I'm sorry I'm late. But I love Rawceuticals and I love emergenC. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, she had to get out of the cold.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Ben, no problem. Have a great day, Ben.
Thanks,
Well,
Ben.
I love this idea of the cold press shots. Does anyone else on our call have a particular health shot or a juice that they like, that they want to tell us, you know, about and what it does for you? I think combining something like that with a brand like this is a really great experience for any spa. And I love that idea of sort of either at the check-in having a health shot, or perhaps at the end of one of your treatments, you know, or getting a Rawceuticals treatment, taking a health shot, and then handing them a glass of water, of course, to continue to hydrate. It's kind of cool. Does anyone have any particular health shot that they like, or juice? Juice, I say that mostly. I could talk for hours about this one, so I won't. But I will say, check out Juice Aspen, JUS Aspen, and look at their Pink Panther. That is my favorite full size juice. And so, anyways, I try to have a couple of those at least a week. And occasionally I'll do shots like this, of course, certainly if I'm starting to feel a tad under the weather, getting something with that cayenne in there and that turmeric.
Yeah, you definitely feel that kick. If you need, if you're not into that like crazy gingery, cayenne, like lemon zing, you can add a little bit of honey just to sweeten it and just to take the edge off a little bit, or just chase it with some water after. But I feel like there's no gain unless you have that like zing feeling, like taste, you know?
For real. The zing. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, without any further questions, I'm so glad y'all were able to join us today. We're getting into the swing of things with 2021, albeit certain things may be off to a rocky start. We certainly are not. We are off to a great start with the Rocky Mountain Spa Wellness Association, and we're always so grateful for those that support us, whether formal members or whether just learning more about us by joining us here on these, you know, virtual spotlight series and our weekday wellness series as well. I will point out next week, we're kind of back at it again. The second through fourth, Tuesdays of every single month are dedicated to our brand partners, those that are our brand members. And we have a newer company called Vital Body Therapeutics. They are a CBD company that is going to be sharing their story with us. It's really quite extraordinary, based on their historical experience of having one of the first orthopedic spas in California, a background in massage, advanced massage, bodywork education, and treating over 50,000 people in their clinic. Vital Body Therapy was really a cool extension of all of that. And they launched that a couple of years ago. So we're going to learn more about them next week, noon. Bring your lunch, bring your team, bring your juices. Let's all be healthy and have a fantastic and safe week. Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, have a great
Thank you.